Yes, so we'll start with today's lecture. So continuing with module 5, so we'll understand performance management in very short because we have been talking about this since the beginning. So performance management, security management, and the concern, or we will concentrate more on report management and policy management. So the students will learn about the various reports to be maintained and about the policy management. See, we know that documentation is an important aspect whenever we talk about anything. Okay, now here it is the case of management. Okay, so there are so many reports that has to be maintained. Okay, so we will just share what are the reports. We will not discuss the formats and all, but at least a glance कि ये reports होने चाहिए if I am managing a particular network. There might be reports related to functioning of the network. There might be reports related to the customers. Okay, some reports which the lower management has to submit to the higher management. So many reports has to be maintained. So that in a table form, we will see what are those reports that are there. Okay, so performance management. So if I say I want to measure the performance of the network, so if I want to find out a quantitative measure कि हम ऐसा बोलेंगे कि ये network 75% efficient है, 98% efficient है, so it is actually very difficult to quantify the performance of a network. Usually we say it in terms of a qualitative measure. So suppose when a user observes that the network performance is slow, we need to define what slowness is. तो हम ऐसा नहीं बोलेंगे कि मुझे 50% डेटा ट्रांसफर ही हो रहा है या 50% फाइल आई एम एबल टू अपलोड. No, now it is good. I'm able to download 80% or whatever I want to download from the internet. Okay, so हम सिर्फ ऑब्जर्व करके बोल सकते हैं कि स्लो है और फास्ट है और ओके है. Okay, so then once we define slowness, then we find out which segment of the network is slow. Suppose the network is working properly, but then some applications which are running is behaving slowly. Okay, so performance statistics plays an important part in network management, and several system tools are available for gathering the statistics. So when I talk about performance management, there are various tools available to measure the performance. Even in lab, we have seen that we had some command line tools which was giving us the performance statistic of a particular network. Now, suppose a fault occurs in a network, either due to failure of a component or due to performance. Now, that thing might manifest itself in many places. मतलब एक कहीं तो एक जगह पे कुछ हुआ है, but उसका जो effect है, it is evident at many places. But from a centralized management perspective, what we will see ki, okay, that person is also raising an alarm, the other device is also raising an alarm. Remember yesterday we had seen that the problem is one, but the symptoms are many. Okay, so everybody who is facing that situation, or a connection drop or a slow connection, everybody is raising an alarm. So when I at the NMS side, I'm getting multiple alarms, but uska cause ek hi hai. So then again it comes to that correlating the alarm event. So this is what we studied in the last lecture. So we will correlate all those alarms, and then we will find out baba root cause to ek hi hai. So if I solve that particular problem, all the other issue will be solved. But it is not a simple task. Okay, so when I say कि okay चलो root cause निकालते हैं, we had seen वो 6 methods है. Okay, so it's all based on trial and error, previous case histories and all. So to actually find out the root cause of the problem, it is actually a challenge when I talk about network management. Okay, and it is the capability of the network manager or the CEO to handle that particular challenge. Now, when I talk about security management, so this also we had dealt with. So it is concerned with preventing illegal access to the information by unauthorized person. So usme technical issues hai. Then it is not only related to software. I have mentioned that when I talk about security, we have to physically secure the network. Nobody should carry away my receiver base station, uske equipments, fiber को खोद के निकाल लिया, वो टावर लेके वो बेच दिया and all. Okay, so it's not only the software related issue or the privacy related issue. Please remember, whenever you are writing a short note on security management, please mention that we have to physically secure that network. Nobody should take only our equipments. फिर तो कुछ बचा ही नहीं है. Okay, so here you can write whatever you know about security, about cryptography, encryption, at what layer that cryptography is there, firewalls, okay, all the authorization, the password, username, okay, the community profile which you have studied in SNMP. So everything you can mention in security management. Okay, so I will not discuss much about it. Then comes the report management. See, report management was not there in FCAPS. Okay, so in FCAPS we had, you know, fault management, auditing management and all. But report management is a special category. Although OSI ने उसको लिया नहीं, तो बाकी लोगों ने भी उसको उतने एक कंपल्सरी नहीं बनाया है. But it is an important aspect. So we cannot totally neglect. हम बोल ही नहीं सकते कि नहीं हमको ये जरूरत ही नहीं है. No, it is required. Okay, OSI ने FCAPS बोला है, which are essential. But that doesn't mean we will not have a report. Just imagine an organization working without making a report. Will it have any meaning? No. Okay, so that report has to be there. So what are the reports? So reports for various application functions like configuration management, fault, performance, security, accounting. Okay, so all these things which we are doing, uska report to banna hi hai. So report management by default, it comes. The reason for us to deal with report as a special category are as follows. ठीक है, सब कुछ हो रहा है, ये 5 चीज जो है FCAPS, it is working properly. Okay, but how can I say that this network is working properly? Everything is systematic in that. I need to draw a conclusion. Okay, suppose when the top management wants to do an appraisal. Okay, so there are various networks, there are various admin. Okay, network अच्छे से चल रहा है, users are satisfied. Okay, but how will the top management know? Will they go to individual customer and take a survey? No, that is not their task. Okay, so they will look at all these reports. So either they will look at monthly or 6 monthly or annually. Okay, so that is up to their policy. Okay, so what if I want to prove that my network is well maintained? Okay, so then I need to keep all the reports so that I can present it to the concerned person. So just see the sentence. A well-run network center goes unnoticed. Okay, we don't have anything to prove. अरे बाबा देखो ऐसा chaos हुआ था, इतने सारे users were asking the network services, and we had that provision to give everybody that, see, there are some unwanted situations, that bomb blast and all. Okay, so everybody trying to make a call, reach out to their near and dear ones. Okay, so we have not predicted that. Okay, so हमें ऐसा था कि इतने customers हैं, हम लोग इतना provide कर सकते हैं service, but suddenly there might be a situation where everybody is trying to use that particular network. So suppose I don't document it, okay, and I was able to provide service to all the customers who wanted at that point of time, and if you don't document it, you cannot, हाँ वो तो मुंह की बात रह जाएगी. Okay, so at least to prove that your network is working smoothly, I need to maintain all that particular report. So attention is paid normally only when there is a crisis or apparent poor service. कब top bosses interfere करेंगे? When they will see कि अरे बाबा ये सब चीज हुआ है, and my whatever the service I am providing, they were not able. So ये situation के लिए wait क्यों करना है? Okay, so let us maintain a record whenever they want, whether when there was a crisis, we were able to handle that crisis. Poor service, yes, sometimes it happens because we cannot prevent that. If all the system goes down, there is a power outage and all, so everything also goes down. Okay, so then the reports are there with us. So it is important to generate, analyze and distribute various reports to appropriate group. Report बना के बैठे नहीं रहना है. I make a report and then I'll submit it to the appropriate group so that they can take a decision that yes, the network is running smoothly. So to prove that we are, see, you all give the exams, whether you understand or don't understand, you are writing something. Okay, now, हाँ ठीक है, exam दे दिया, हो गया, ऐसा नहीं होता ना. So that report card is generated. So why that report card is generated? So that you tell to the outside world, okay, I have scored this much, I am a 9-pointer, I am a 10-pointer, okay, and I did my curriculum nicely. So that's why that report is important. So in no way I can neglect report management. So report, in this case, it is considered or divided into 3 categories. So planning and management report, system report, and then the user report. So these are the 3 categories of reports. When I am talking of an NMS, say planning and management ka report hona chahiye. Okay, so this might go to the installation group, okay, so or provisioning group. So seeing that if I have a new plan, they might extend that network. So the configuration management will then configure. Okay, it will take help of inventory management. So सारे inventories है या नहीं हमारे पास. So as such, वो FCAPs all are interrelated with each other. Then the system reports and then the users report. Yes, that is also important. Under these 3, we again have various categories, so that we will be seeing. So under the planning and management report, what we have, the service level agreement, then we have the traffic trends report, we have the technology trend report, and then the cost of operation. So service level agreement में क्या रहेगा? System availability, उसका कब तक available था, कब थोड़ा down था, slow था. Okay, so that all report is there. If there is a problem, then that report is maintained. If some services we are doing, that service response, customer satisfaction report, okay, that is also maintained over here. Traffic trends के under में we have the traffic patterns, then the analysis of internal traffic volume, external traffic volume, technology trends, agar we are changing, the current status, I am using 3G. Okay, when I migrate to 4G, so then the technology migration projections, ऐसा हो सकता है, इतने customers आ सकते हैं, इतना profit हो सकता है if I migrate to another technology. So that report is also mentioned. Then cost of operation, the functions that are being performed or the services that are being offered, and what is the use of that particular network. So based on that, I can decide what is the cost of operation. So at the planning and management level, these are the reports and these are the categories and these are the reports which are to be maintained. I'm going a bit fast. Okay. Under the system report, so the day-to-day functioning of the engineering and operation, it requires operation-oriented report. Okay, so the traffic, failures, and performance are the categories. So under traffic, we have the internal and external traffic load. Under failure, if there is a network failure or system failure, ये सारे reports हमें तैयार करने हैं. Under performance, okay, if I'm trying to make a report of the performance, so I have the performance of the network, and I have the performance of the servers, okay, the various NMS servers which I have used, okay, and then the application. Now, once I prepare this report, okay, what it will help, just see, a pattern analysis of this report will be helpful in tuning the network for optimal results. Okay, so that's why I need to maintain a report and also to analyze these reports. So maintain करके हमारा काम नहीं है. Okay, so I have to analyze and then I have to see what I can see. Good performance है. Okay, so I always need to improve the performance so that I get the best results from the network. Then when I come to the user report, okay, so the service level agreement categories there, we all know. जैसे मैंने पहले भी बोला था, एक सिम कार्ड खरीदने जाते हैं तो we give our documents and all photographs and many things are written if you see. So all those are the SLA points which are mentioned and then we just sign. Okay, so what is there actually? So they promise us that the network will be provided, itna bandwidth hai. Okay, all those many clauses are there. So the network availability report, the system availability report, the traffic load, the performance, यहाँ पे वापस से performance आया. Okay, and then user specific report में user defined reports, like here the customer, the kind of services he has taken. Okay, what is his billing cycle? any amount due है, okay, so everything respect to the users, उसके सारे documents, okay, to prove his identity and all, so everything will be present in the user defined report. See, many times we get unknown calls or something, okay, they try to harass the public and all, okay, so how the police tracks, okay, they find out कि the call came from that number, फिर वो number किसका है, so everything, so they will ask the service provider, so they will get the every detail of that customer, उसने क्या address enter किया है, everything from this user defined report. I, being a layman, if I ask a telecom company कि मुझे so and so person का report do, I will not get it. Okay, only the authorized person will get the user defined reports from the service providers. Now comes to the policy based management. So in the policy based management, this is your architecture. So we have a domain space, we have the rule space. So यहाँ पे वापस से सारे rules mentioned है, and that then we have a policy driver. Okay, based on whatever the problems, the alarms and everything will be raised in this domain space. Okay, so once that alarm is basically some notification, some unwanted thing has happened over here. So what this, once that alarm is raised, they will check the rule. यहाँ हमने देखा है कि rule में लिखा हुआ था कि ये चीजें अगर ये हुआ तो ये चीजें मुझे करना है. So that rule space is there. So once I get an alarm or a notification, I will verify it with the rule space, and then both the input goes to a policy driver. So ये policy driver क्या करेगा? He will find out his own policy. हाँ चलो बाबा ऐसा ऐसा करो to solve that particular problem. Okay, so policy driver will make its own policy, and then an action space will be there who will take necessary actions. Okay, and then it adds to the network attributes. देखो यहाँ पे rule बना है कि 75% attendance होना चाहिए. That I'm just giving a general example. Domain space में the class teacher notices that an alarm is there. The class teacher when sees that monthly report कि यहाँ पे इसका attendance कम है 75% से. So alarm यहाँ पे आया, rule बना हुआ है, so then it goes to the policy driver. So here you can say that my HOD is sitting over here. So HOD gets information from the class teacher, and the rule is already there on college level or university level. So then the HOD might decide, okay, let them give a valid reason or prove that they were not well or they were involved in something, and now COVID cases are there, so you might be affected. So then that from that rule, they find out a policy. Okay, so then from that policy, they might take some action. So action में क्या हो सकता है? Let them give to more assignment. They have to give one prelim. Okay, once they submit that assignment, then only their attendance will be considered, or their defaulter that tag might be removed. Okay, so some action might be taken over here, and then that gets added to the network attribute. So from a rule, we get a policy. Okay, so a rule is something different and a policy is something different. So this was in a very general term. I explained what is the policy management architecture. So let us see what they have said. So it consists of a domain space of object, a rule space consisting of rules, a policy driver that controls action to be performed, and the action space that implements the action, and the attributes of the network being controlled. Okay. देखो मैंने action लिया, जैसे HOD ने यहाँ action लिया कि they will not be allowed to give their IA, or they have to write some assignments extra. So that goes to which network attributes? The students. Okay, so students को पता है कि मुझे exam देने नहीं जा रहे. Okay, so the action space will also contribute or control the attributes of the network. So अगर ये action हमने IA1 के पहले लिया, remember after the PTA, the HOD addressed, and then many of you started attending the class. So that attribute changed. पहले attend नहीं कर रहे थे, अभी attend कर रहे हैं. Okay, so that network attribute was getting controlled by the action space. Okay, so I hope with the example which I gave you of attendance, this architecture will become clear. So the objects in the domain space are events, okay, such as alarm. Now let us talk in terms of the network management. So the object in the domain space are events such as alarms in the fault management, packet loss, if it is performance management, authentication failure, insecurity management. So यहाँ पे अलग-अलग attributes बताए हैं. So देखो, अगर fault management है तो alarm हुआ, performance management है तो वो packet loss बोल रहे हैं, security management हम focus कर रहे हैं तो यहाँ पे authentication failure हुआ. So authentication failure में rule space में क्या रहा होगा कि okay, if this is not the correct मतलब username and ID अगर match नहीं हुआ, password match नहीं हुआ, so the access will be denied. Okay, so rule में somewhere you are given a 3 chance. By 3 chance, what happens? Either that account is blocked and then again you have to recover that account. So all that things will be mentioned in the rule space. The policy driver is the main control mechanism, which is similar to the inference engine. Remember, we had this inference engine in the rule-based architecture of event correlation. वो current status and knowledge को compare करके it was trying to find out an inference. Okay, what I need to do. So thus the object in the domain space and the set of rules in the rule space are combined for a policy decision which is made by the policy driver. So policy driver will see what has happened, okay, in the domain space. मतलब क्या-क्या चीजें गड़बड़ यहाँ हुआ है and what are the rules which are already mentioned, okay, and then they will take a particular decision. Then the action space will execute the right hand side of the rule by changing the attributes of the network. Okay, so right hand side of the rule, don't feel ये क्या हो गया. So when I am talking about the rule, there is some left hand rule and right hand rule. Okay, so some action has to be taken. देखो ये बच्चा, अगर ये student आराम से बैठा हुआ है बिना lecture attend किए हुए, with the action space will tell that okay, if your attendance is not that much, you are not allowed to give the exam. So then that student sitting over here will change his attributes. He will, यहाँ पे attribute नहीं है, attitude है. Then instead of bunking the class, he will start attending the class. So that is what the changing in the attribute of the network or by executing an external action. यहाँ पे हम लोग कोई external action तो नहीं ले सकते, तुमको ऐसे जबरदस्ती बिठा तो नहीं सकते, but yeah, in network level I can take an external action by changing. Suppose कोई counter कोई problem कर रहा है, या the switch in the network has some fault, so external action will be yes, I can reset the counter, I can change the switch, change the link. So that is what I mean by an external action. Okay, now what is a rule and a policy? I hope you know what is a rule and a policy. Okay, so like 75% attendance is a rule. Policy is if nobody is following that, then you are not allowed for the continuation of that particular term. Now coming to the network, in the operation center, I have a rule. Okay, so suppose this is one example given. So network operation center में एक rule है. It could be that all network failures, it should be reported to the engineering group. Okay, तो इन्होंने ये एक rule बनाया है कि कहीं पे भी network failure है, it should be reported to the engineering group. Okay, now that was a rule. A statement that this applies to all the operation personnel at the network management desk makes the rule a policy. ये rule तो बना दिया कि कोई भी network failure है वो engineering group को report करना है. Now policy क्या है? हर एक operation का जो person है, okay, it applies to all of them. ऐसा नहीं कि ठीक है तुम कर रहे मैं कर रही हूँ, नहीं. All the operation personnel who are there at the operation center, they have to report it to the engineering group. So that makes the rule a policy. Because the responsibility is assigned to specific individual, Failing to do so will be blamed on the person on duty at that time. Suppose, I hope this line is clear. हर एक को रिपोर्ट करना है, ऐसा नहीं कि तुम ड्यूटी पे थे तुम्हें करना है, या आई वॉज डूइंग दैट वर्क सो आई डिड नॉट रिपोर्ट, यू शुड हैव डन दैट. ओके, सो that responsibility is given to all the persons who are associated with that operation center. Okay, so that is a policy. Okay, so this is what is a rule and what is a policy. So one example has been given to you. The last aspect is the service level management. Okay, now see, remember we are doing all these things of network management and whatever we have been discussing, all to provide the best service to my customer. So a customer has to be satisfied. So for that, whenever he is first taking up a service, we are filling that SLA, the service level agreement. Okay, so that SLA is a part of service management. So we have to build a superstructure of telecommunication management to bring us up to date on technology. So we have policy management. So what that policy management is doing is it ensures the optimal and enterprise-wide consistent use of network and system management system. However, establishment of corporate policy does not stop at the best and consistent use of management tool. The networks, the systems, and the business applications that run on them are there to serve customer, and the customer satisfaction is essential for the success of any business. So when I say कि ये company का policy है, okay, I cannot be very strict. नहीं बाबा, मुझे my company is following that particular policy. I cannot do that. So the policy management, it should be driven by service level management. Okay, I cannot just make a policy and be a dictator. Okay, so I have to see that I am providing the right services. So policy management will work properly only when the service level management is working properly. So service level management is defined as a process of, so now how do I define service level management? By identifying services and the characteristic associated with them, then negotiating an SLA. Because आज मैंने ये बोला, it is not the word of mouth कि मैंने ये बोला और customer ने मान लिया. Suppose later on, I am a network service provider who is cheating the customer. मैंने बोला कि ये करना है, but I am not giving that service. So how the customer will catch hold of us? So he will produce the SLA. If he wants to fight, he will say that, okay, fight legally. He will say that, see, this was the SLA. You have agreed to provide me this, but you are not providing. So then I can lodge a complaint. Or okay, so this was in terms of an SLA. So how the service level management, I can deploy agents. Yes, that is what we have seen, to monitor and control the performance of a network or a system or application. So we have seen in all the architecture, the agent was there. Okay, and when the agent was noticing that something has happened, he was notifying the manager. So by deploying agents, then producing the service level reports. Okay, SLA to hai. Then I need to produce the report also. So that report will indicate that yes, the customer is satisfied. Okay, so many times we get a survey also, and in that survey, हम लोग अच्छे से उनके बैंड बजाते हैं कि नहीं ये नहीं मिला, वो नहीं मिला, everything. Okay, so that is actually getting stored somewhere. So if in that service level report, the top management finds out that yes, the customer satisfaction survey was not proper, then they will again catch hold of the service level management team, and then again the policy management will come into picture, and then that series will go on. So service level management का एक important aspect है SLA. Okay, so just to define what is an SLA. So an SLA is a contract between the service provider. So in Viva, they ask this question. Okay, so in SLA, it is a contract between the service provider and customer. So उसमें क्या रहेगा? The services are specified that are to be provided, and the quality of those services Remember, ऐसा नहीं कि okay, I will be given internet connection, I will be given so and so VoIP connection, and so on. The quality of those services, the rates, and everything which has to be. See, it's not about just services. It is about the quality of services that matters. Okay, so the pricing also, yes, so SLA में सारे rates, everything will be mentioned. So the pricing of whatever services which we are demanding, so it is also based on QoS commitment. किसी को बहुत hi-fi speed चाहिए रहेगा internet का, okay. So for him the charges will be less. Some okay might work कि ठीक है इतना कनेक्शन इतना स्पीड मेरे लिए काफी है because I am not into, I'm not using a very sophisticated machines and all. Okay, so I for a low speed also मुझे चाहिए. Okay, so that quality of service commitment अगर तुमने किया है किसी को high speed देना, so you are not giving it for free. The price automatically increases. So the pricing for that service will also depend on the QoS commitment. तो SLA में ये सारे चीज रहेंगे. So the objective of service level management is to ensure customer satisfaction by meeting or exceeding the customer commitments. Okay, you can exceed. अगर customer को कुछ ज़्यादा दिया तो वो खुशी रहेंगे. Okay, so you can exceed the commitment made in the SLA and guide the policy management. So see, this is the line which is having all the three: service level management, policy management, and the SLA. So अगर service level management का objective का क्या है? To ensure customer satisfaction by meeting or exceeding the commitment made in the SLA and to guide the policy management. Also, it provides inputs to the business management system. So this is about your SLA. So ये end नहीं हुआ है. This was the part of FCAPS which was there. I will again show you what was the syllabus. Okay, so in the syllabus we had this 5.1 to 5.6. So I had covered network management system, FCAPS, fault detection, security management. Now in this lecture I will be taking 5.1, 5.2, 5.3. This is the new part that was included in last year's syllabus, and last year by chance I could not teach, and then we came to know कि 13th March तक जो भी syllabus हुआ है उसमें से ही exam होगा. Even though the PPTs and assignments were given, but for the main exam ये सारा चीज नहीं था. So मेरे PPTs में भी ये नहीं था तभी. Okay, but now for your class I have added that PPTs, and I said that many of it I have covered in the lab. So once I show you that you can understand. Right now इसके notes मेरे notes में available नहीं है. I'll try to make that notes while you are giving your IA, because IA में ये portion नहीं है. So 5.1, 5.2, 5.3 I will add it separately. In the PPTs it is there, and the ebook I have given it to Saurabh to forward it to class. So just in case I am not able to complete my commitment कि मैं ये notes बना के दूंगी, it is chapter 9 of money where ये तीनों चीजें है. Not all the remaining 3. The first 3 in chapter 9 of money. Okay, so all the slides are from chapter 9 only. So I will make it because the digital version is there, so making notes won't be a problem. But in case I miss it out, so chapter 9 of money you should be referring. Okay, so let us see system utilities for network management. So this is the second continuation of the lecture. So 2 lectures together. So मुझे आज अभी ये लेना है lecture 34, system utilities for network management, network statistics and measurements, the NMS design, NMS component, NMS server architecture. So system utilities for network management के अंदर we have the basic networking tools, the SNMP tools, and protocol analyzer. Now basic networking tools you can make out that we have already covered in the last 2 labs. Okay, so I was teaching you those network commands only. So that was Linux based command, that is comes in the basic network tools. Then comes the third one, I'll say protocol analyzer. So protocol analyzer is Wireshark, which you have done in CCN, and TCP dump command, okay, which I have covered in the lab. Okay, so and that TCP dump command is nothing but analysis of the packet only. And in Armon also we had seen there is a Armon probe which passively collects the data. So that is nothing but protocol analyzer. The only thing we did not do is the SNMP tools because we don't have an SNMP enabled device at our end. So यहाँ पे जो basic networking commands थे जैसे ping, bing, TCP dump, okay, if configure. So same way we have the SNMP commands. Already in the architecture, you have seen 5 commands, 7 commands, went from version 1 to version 2. Okay, so using that command, okay, in an SNMP enabled device, in an SNMP terminal, okay, so those are the tools which are mentioned. So that is what is your system utilities for network management. Now, basic networking tools ke andar, see, so table 9.1, so it is from the 9th chapter. So we have status monitoring tools, exactly I have covered in the class. So if config, in not class, lab, if configure, ping, ns lookup, dig, post. So we have used Unix operating, that is Linux system. So the description is there. So I'm not going to cover all these description. We have covered it. Then comes the traffic monitoring tools. Okay, so ping, bing, TCP dump, get ethers, ye shayad nahi kiya hai, IP trace, okay, because we were not in DBID, I could not implement those. Etherel and Wireshark. Okay, so Etherel is again a packet analyzing tool. Okay, so the functions and descriptions are written over here. So you need to know it. वो लैब के लिए बोलने का नहीं है कि ठीक है लैब का तो एग्जाम में नहीं है because it is mentioned in the theory. Okay, and from that only the practicals were framed. So this was under traffic monitoring. The third tool came under network routing. So under network routing, we had NetStat, ARP, Traceroute. Okay, so all 3 of them we have done. Okay, and their description. So all this was with respect to a Unix or Linux or Ubuntu operating system. Okay, so these are the routing tools, network, traffic, and status monitoring tool. Okay, now comes the SNMP tool, the third aspect. So again, it is the command line tools. Okay, so SNMP browser with the graphical interface, I can do it. Okay, so SNMP sniff karke hai, which is free BDS tool. Okay, so I can read the data, protocol data units using the SNMP command tools. Now, what it is said that many tools are available on the public domain. So if you search in the internet SNMP commands और SNMP tools, तुमको बहुत सारे tools और commands मिलेंगे. जैसे Linux में भी there are many such Linux commands. Similarly, if you search for SNMP command line tools, command line tool मतलब जो सिर्फ हम टाइप करेंगे, जैसे ping, I used to type ping 10.0.1.1. So that way, a command line tool. So many command line tools are there for SNMP as well. So this part we could not take because we didn't have an SNMP server. So क्या tool hai? So SNMP test, if I want to test it, these are the basic ones. बहुत सारे बाकी tools है. Okay, SNMP get, SNMP get next, SNMP set, SNMP trap, SNMP walk, SNMP netstat. Okay, so you can see ये get next, set, trap, ये सब हमारे लिए नया नहीं है. These were the commands in the architecture of SNMP. Okay, so these are the 7 SNMP command tools. So the test tool is an interactive tool to get a value of several managed objects one at a time. एक commands तुम दोगे, एक results तुम्हें मिलेगा. So get next and set are the SNMP commands that we learned under SNMP architecture also. Execution of these will return an SNMP response message. Okay, now see Linux में जब हम लोग when I implemented it at college or you will implement it at your home on your system, you are your terminal is the local host and all of us are connected to a server. So whenever I am suppose pinging, whom I am pinging the server to check the connectivity. जब हम लोग यहाँ पे why I am saying this sentences, I will get an SNMP response message. कहाँ से response? If you remember SNMP architecture, there is an SNMP manager, there is an SNMP agent. The manager is trying to get some information from the agent. So he's setting a request and he's getting a response. So when I set up an SNMP enabled, अगर मुझे कॉलेज में भी I need to demonstrate to you, so मेरे पास ऑब्जेक्ट्स सारे नेटवर्क एलिमेंट्स रहने चाहिए. Then I need a terminal who is acting as an agent. Then I require a second terminal who is acting as a manager, and all these are connected in the network. See, you can virtually do all of them in Cisco Packet Tracer. Okay, since our turn was less, I wanted to, like usually every year we install SNMP in the Packet Tracer, because college mein though it's not possible with the hardware device, but later on after your exams and all, and if you want to explore the networking side, videos are also available. So try to implement SNMP. Okay, एक को agent बनाओ, एक को manager बनाओ, and all the network components, the objects will be there. So from the manager terminal, you send a message to the agent. So the agent will give you a response. Okay, सिर्फ एक terminal से बैठ के नहीं होगा. Okay, so for that I need to create an agent manager scenario. Then SNMP walk command is there. It uses SNMP get next actually to trace the entire MIB. You know now the MIB structure, database structure, kitna bada tha. Okay, 72 levels were there. So if I want to check मेरा कैसा कैसा scenario है, because not all might be implemented at that level. We had seen that system group was the only thing which was mandatory to be installed. तो मुझे देखना है कि क्या क्या चीजें हैं. Okay, so I will use the SNMP walk command, and then I will get the entire MIB structure. Then the network status command is used to test the status of the network connection of a host. Okay, so these are the SNMP tools. Okay, so at least the names you should be knowing. So we completed 5.1. Then comes your 5.2, that is network statistics and measurements. Okay, so network statistics and measurements, I can measure using protocol analyzer, Harmon probe, then one MRTG, so that is multi-router traffic grouper. This is an open source, freely available. And then homegrown programs using TCP dump. So TCP dump में हमें दिखा था कि मुझे पूरा packet capturing हुआ था. Okay, and then that I could give it to a Wireshark, and then Wireshark is also free. Okay, so once I capture that packet using TCP dump, I can then analyze using some homegrown program. मतलब homegrown program मतलब तुम अपना कुछ एक प्रोग्राम बनाओ जिससे तुम्हें TCP पैकेट्स फिल्टर आउट हो जाएगा, UDP पैकेट्स फिल्टर आउट हो जाएगा, and so on. Okay, so protocol analyzer, Harmon probe, I need not explain because already you know Wireshark is a protocol analyzer. Harmon we had already studied. TCP dump भी practical में हुआ है. So now what is multi-router traffic grouper? Okay, it also provides you a network statistic. It is also open source. So I will be talking about MRTG. So MRTG was found out by this two person, Oetker and Rand. Okay, and you can download MRTG from this particular website. Okay, so what this MRTG does is it basically generates the graphic representation of traffic on the web. So when I capture the traffic on the web, okay, so it will provide a graphic representation. Now it is up to you whether you want to capture daily, weekly, monthly or yearly. So see, ये पूरा freely available है. And if I don't have any sophisticated network management system, I can definitely use MRTG. So that name you should not forget. So there I will get a graphic. TCP dump क्या कर रहा था? It was giving all that sentence form. Okay, okay, and that once I download it, I have to upload it on the Wireshark portal to get that graphs and all. But using MRTG, you can directly get a graphic representation. So the website is mentioned over here. It will be there in my slides. So if you want to use later on, you can use it. The third aspect or the last part of this chapter is 5.3, which is the NMS design, NMS components and NMS server architecture. हम लोग शुरू से NMS बोल रहे हैं. Okay, तो ठीक है. अगर तुमको किसी ने बोला, can you design an NMS? Okay, ऐसा it should not be blank. Okay, so NMS अगर मुझे, now you know what a network management system is doing. ऑलरेडी इतने सारे NMS अवेलेबल है, बट सपोज यू हैव टू डिजाइन either a simple NMS or a very sophisticated NMS. तो क्या क्या aspects होने चाहिए? Okay, so here they will not teach you the design. They will tell you the characteristic which should be there in the NMS that you are going to design. ठीक है, अगर मुझे वो डिजाइन के लिए क्या क्या components चाहिए, okay, that also should be available. And then what should be the server architecture? Okay, so let us see what are the functional requirements when I am thinking of an NMS design. Actually, it is a project which somebody could have undertaken, okay, but it is taught in the end. So NMS design may, whichever design I'm selecting, that has to be scalable. Heterogeneity should be there. I should be able to mix and match many things to find out or to get a conclusion. Geographic spread होना चाहिए. It should not be just कि इतना area में ही I can that NMS will work. Busty load, real time response. I should be getting batch processing. Batch processing मतलब थोड़ा थोड़ा करके I can process the data in batch, not as a whole. Then diverse users, yes. Local and remote management, ease of use. Okay, design to bana diya, but my person who is using that person means the network management side. They should be easy to use. It has to be secured, and I should be able to manage the data. Okay, so data management should be there. So whenever you are thinking of an NMS design, so all these points, from the functional perspective, it should be present in that NMS. So ठीक है, तुम सोचो NMS डिजाइन का. So all these features should be present. Okay, you can add more, but इतना तो होना ही चाहिए in any NMS whenever you are thinking. Now, okay, whenever you are thinking of the components, so the network software components. Okay, so components अगर मैंने सोचा तो NMS server है. Okay, so how should the server be? So you can think of the server as a centralized server or a distributed server. Okay, under distributed, you want whether local NMS है या element management system है, or remember all these words were introduced in the case study. Okay, or if it is not a local NMS, whether it is an integrated NMS who is collecting data from all the separate EMS, or I want it as a manager of manager. Okay, so it is up to you. So this is just giving an idea कि तुम्हें क्या करना है. Okay, so whenever I have two components, एक तो सर्वर है और एक क्लाइंट है, तो सर्वर के अंदर तुम्हें डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड सर्वर चाहिए या सेंट्रलाइज सर्वर, then you will think of selecting those components. Now whenever I'm thinking of a client, if my client is local, then I will accordingly work towards it. If my client is at remote place, okay, and I want to provide service to that client, so accordingly my NMS design or components will change. Remote, whether you want to give a dedicated server, a dedicated service, or a browser-based service. Okay, so all these aspects you need to think whenever you are thinking of NMS software components. Coming to the NMS server architecture. Okay, so this is the architecture that is given in money. So the architecture that we prefer is a modular architecture. So here you can see the various management protocols are there. All of them are not mentioned. Okay, so that's why that ... is there. Okay, so these are the lower layers. Here my object is there, two network elements. Okay, so we are dealing with only the 4-layer IP, TCP or UDP. Then the management protocols are there, and यहाँ पे user interface है. So whether I'm a web user or I'm sending an SMS or an email, GUI. So here the user interface, many things you can list. Protocols SNMP है, OSI है, OSI का CMIP है, CORBA है, XML है, proprietary protocols are there, and so on. Okay, so some of them are listed over here. So whenever I'm thinking of the server architecture, I should have a configuration management, performance management, report management, fault management. MODB is the managed database object. So all these things should be present in my NMS, okay, in the server. So then I can think of a particular design. So how should the server be when I'm talking of the server architecture, it should have a modular architecture. The database, it has to be managed. Configuration manager should be there. Okay, fault manager, performance manager, ये चीजें होनी चाहिए. See, you can always add to your architecture, but these are the basic ones. Then the module layers, so यहाँ पे lower layers है, and then the upper layers. Okay, so that also we need to decide कितने layers मेरे architecture में होने चाहिए. Okay, so upper layers with, since they are with the users. Okay, so we will have all the user interface, and the lower layer are mainly at the implementation level. Then comes the server key design decision. So if I want to design a server, again the server has to be modular, object oriented, scalable, real-time response for handling notifications, so priority based, software structure, the names are mentioned, threads and process, the database which I am need to maintain, so the relational DBMS is Oracle DB2 SQL, the GUI preferably browser based, and it should be an user friendly interface. So when I'm thinking of the server design, so all these points I need to take. Okay, now when I'm thinking of the client design, so NMS client design approach is of three types. Terminal client है, एक rich client है, और एक browser or web client. Now what is terminal, rich client or browser client? We will see. So terminal client is something as a down character oriented terminal. Okay, so what softwares are there for terminal client? So we have the terminal emulation software like Xterm, Qt. Okay, so ये सारे नाम है, so that has to be installed on the PC or the system that you are using. I can connect that client to the NMS via a telnet or SSH over the TCP IP, and no GUI. So यहाँ पे GUI का requirement नहीं है. So whenever I'm designing or thinking of a terminal client, वहाँ पे GUI नहीं हो तो भी चलेगा. Now what is a rich client? Okay, so PC runs special client application that works with server. So there has to be a GUI interface. So rich client के पास GUI interface है, terminal client के पास नहीं है. It runs the NMS functionality, usually written in object-oriented language. Now there are some drawbacks. Lack of portability, requires update with NMS server. High degree of incompatibility with multiple servers. So this is some information about the rich client. This is exactly the PPTs of money which I am using it. Same language in the book. It might be written in the sentence form, and here it is in the keyword form. So if you don't read it even from the notes, please go through the slides. I will upload it by the end of the day, this particular slides. Then the third one, client is the browser or web client. So it is using the de facto standard. GUI capability होना चाहिए, minimal NMS dependent software होना चाहिए, portability between browser. It is still a problem, but it has been reduced. Popular usage is Microsoft IE and Mozilla Firefox. The NMS for enterprise and service providers, so management of data, system management, network and system management, telecommunication management. So उनके सारे service providers के नाम दिए हुए हैं. So I'm not reading out those names. So this is NMS if I'm talking about NMS for specific enterprise. So ये सारे enterprise के नाम हैं और उनके service providers. Okay. So you can remember those names. Now the last slide is NMS के क्या-क्या components होने चाहिए. There has to be a hardware, operating system, core application service, common SNMP service, and vendor specific NMS service. So this is the NMS component. This is my last slide of the 5th chapter. So अगर मैंने hardware बोला, so hardware के अंदर services क्या होगा? Processor, monitor, mouse and keyboard, communication ports. When I'm talking of operating system, which is the second over here, so the various OS services I'm talking of. When I'm talking of the core application service, उसमें display, GUI, database, report generation, communication services आते हैं. And I'm talking of common SNMP services, so version 1, version 2 messages, MIB management, basic SNMP application, and third party NMS API. When I'm talking of vendor specific NMS, we have the database management, that is MIB management, SNMP application, configuration management, and physical entity display. So these are your NMS components. So, okay, so I don't know, till now no questions was asked from 5.1, 5.2, 5.3. Last time भी नहीं था. इस बार अगर आया तो as a short note might be will be present. अगर quiz में this part usually comes. So under network routing tool, there might be some names. So NetStat is what tool? So network routing tool. Okay. Similarly, traffic monitoring के लिए pick one of the tools. So share combinations of various commands will be there. So you pick up the command which is under traffic. अभी ping साथ में तो नहीं देंगे, ping के साथ कुछ और होगा. Okay, so you check the name, ये चारों इतने इसमें से ही होगा. So that is under traffic monitoring. So objective questions can be framed in this way. Similarly, NetStat is for network routing tools. Okay, or they can tell you what is NetStat doing. It displays the contents of various network related data. So dash displays the contents of the network related data structure. So that command is NetStat. Okay, so in this way, the questions can come from this, because see, this question you will not get in any past question papers, because this is a new topic. Or last time, almost everybody gave module 1, 2, and 3. Okay, 4, 5, 6. बहुत सारे colleges में हुआ नहीं था तभी by March. So, but some colleges 5, 6 भी हुआ था. So they didn't have 2 and 3. Okay, so we don't have their question. They were not in our cluster. Okay, so since and network routing tool ये 5th chapter के related नहीं है. We have been talking about network. So, okay, so routing tools, you should be knowing that. So all these things can come. SNMP last time था नहीं, but in practicals, this some colleges they used to demonstrate. You can do it very well at your end using Cisco Packet Tracer. Okay, तो manager बनाओ, agent बनाओ, then you can check the request and response. Okay. Network statistic, MRTG, NMS design component, इसके ऊपर theory आ सकता है. So what are the aspects of NMS design? Okay, so you have so many things. Just writing a sentence from all these particular slides. Okay, तुम्हारे 4 पेज तो वैसे ही भर जाएंगे. Okay, so that is all. So with this.